Good morning everyone, it's Wednesday the 5th of June. Welcome to another one of Alan's Angling Adventures. Today I am at West Town Farm Pond, and those of you that know this place will probably know what I'm up here for. A tench. I haven't been here for a few years now, well probably about 2 or 3 years was the last time I fished it up here. It's a lovely little pond. I was hoping there was going to be a bit more cover in the way of lily pads, but there are some in front of me, but and it's also quite clear. In fact it's very clear, which is a little worrying, but you know, we'll see how it goes anyway. So I'm up here for a tench today, or a Crucian, and we'll see how we get on. I'm on the Waggler, and bait wise, I'll show you what bait I've got. Hemp, got hemp. Sweetcorn, and I've also got worms with me, so I think I'm definitely going to need them. So I've got worms there, and as a loose feed I've got some hemp in all its natural juices, sweetcorn and some chopped worm in there, and I've put some out in a couple of areas. You'll see in a minute. I haven't fished this swim before. Normally when I come up there, in fact I've probably fished here about, roughly speaking, about 6 times in all, 6 or 7 times since I've been a member of Henfield, and I've always fished in the same split swim, which is over there. No, that one there, that one over there. That's the one I've always fished, but I've seen people catch them from this swim here. That swim over there where I normally fish is very, very shallow. So I decided to give that one a miss today. So I'm going to fish this swim, which I've never fished before. I'm right opposite the entrance to the pond, which is behind that fallen down tree over there. Over there. So that's the procedure anyway. So we're on the Waggler today. I've also got some of that bacon grill luncheon meat with me, but I probably won't be using that. But I've got it if I'm really desperate. I think it could be tough, to be honest with you. I think it could be hard going because it is on the clear side. I thought it was a lot shallower here than what I thought. It's not as shallow as I thought it was. It looks very shallow for about the first 10-12 feet out from the bank. I can see the bottom, but when I've plumbed the depth, because it's essential in this, because when I did plumb the depth there was holes all over the place, deeper holes. So, and it was deeper than what I thought it was. It's probably about 4 to 5 feet deep where I'm fishing, but shallow nearer the bank it's only a couple of feet. So it does, and there's holes, certain holes all over the place. So that's probably where they're going to be. Now, when I first got here this morning, I did actually see some tench moving in those lily pads. Just under those lily pads there was a lot of movement as I came round the bank under those lily pads, so that's where they're probably sitting, if I can sort of entice them out. I haven't seen any signs of any fish feeding yet, but I'll keep my eyes out on that. Well, I have fed a couple of areas with some loose feed, not too much, a bit of chopped worm, corn and some hemp, and we'll see how we get on. Right, I'm going to have a cup of tea and then we'll start fishing. So hopefully we can get either a tench or a Crucian. I'll be delighted with even just one. Time wise it's 25 past 10. I'm here till about, we'll see how it goes, 5-6 o'clock maybe. It's a long ride up here for me. Took me 2 hours and, will it take 2 hours and getting on for 2.25 hours it took me to ride here this morning. As I say, it's 25 past 10 now. I got here about 10:15, 20 to 10. And I've been setting up and looking around the best swim to sort of fish. So I've decided on this one. So I'm going to have a cup of tea and then I'll see you in a minute when I'm fishing. I'll quickly run you through my setup. I'm using my 10-foot Omni Match Rod, which is that, which I quite often use. That's that. Shimano 2500 fixed spool reel, that one. Now mainline, I've got 6 pound Matrix on here, 6 pound Matrix, and a hook length which is 5 pound, 5 pound Drennan Fluorocarbon hook length there. Now I need my glasses for this. Where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Not in there. There we are. Right, that's better. See things now. Float wise, I am using, and this might change. This might change, I don't know yet. I haven't used one of these for ages. A Premier Stillwater 3BB, which is that. It's got a very sensitive tip to it, thin tip to it, like that. 2 BB shots down on the rig side of the float, and 1 BB shot the other side, like that. Another thing that I don't often, well, I never mention it, which I should do, and they're brilliant. I use these float adapters, these little rubber float adapters, which just come off if you need to change your float. They're absolutely brilliant. Very good invention they are. So that's that there. Then down the line, I've got a number 8 shot there, another number 8 shot about 8 inches away from that, another number 8 shot, and then I've got a number 5 shot about 6 or 7 inches away from the hook. I want to make sure that I get it down there on the bottom with these Tench. So that's what it is, and I've got a size 14 wide gate Drennan Barbless. There we are, like that. Don't know if you caught that, one of those. Right, that's it. That is the setup. Whether it works or not, I've no idea, but we'll see. Now, just have my cup of tea. The first 3 or 4 times I've fished up here, I've always had Tench and Crucians up here, but the last 2 or 3 times I've fished up here, I ain't had any. I haven't had any at all. So I'm hoping they're still up here, they're still in here, because I'm pretty sure they were Tench that I saw underneath the lily pads moving around. They certainly were fish of a size. I couldn't quite tell whether they were Tench or not, but I would have thought they were either Tench or Crucians. So anyway, let's see how we get on today. It's a nice day, outside chance of a shower. Temperatures are up to around 17 today, a little bit cooler than it has been the last few days, but that's all right. And I say, time wise, just gone 10:30 now, so enough of me waffling on. Let's get out there and see if we can catch a Tench or a Crucian. Let's go. One thing's for certain, that last session I had at Passes, it's going to be the opposite to that, I think, today. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of bites, but we'll see, we'll see. My favourite fish, my favourite coarse fish out of all of them is the Tench. Been really excited about this one. This will be my last session before the river season starts on the 16th of June. And I've already decided my first 2 sessions on the river are going to be after Tench. So that's the theme of my fishing at the moment. Today's a Tench session, and the next 2, the first 2 on the river, are going to be a Tench session. So I've had them from here, not in this swim, but the one over there. The first few times I fished it up here, I've had Tench and Crucians. But that was about 6 years ago, and I've struggled since then. I haven't had any Tench here for the last 2 or 3 times I've fished it, which isn't very often, but think I might just have to be patient today. The first signs of some tench bubbles. About 3 or 4 feet to the left of my float. Perfect. That's exactly where I want it. So I've put some loose feed out there. Not a lot. A bit of hemp, corn and some chopworm. I've been fishing for about 35-40 minutes. No signs of anything yet, no bites. I've got my float out there. As I say, I've seen fish feeding, but I've got worm on there at the moment. Definitely on the bottom. Over a bed of hemp, corn and chopworm. Yeah, I think this could be a bit hard today. I thought it would be up here, but because I've had some bubbles down there now, just this side of my float. I think it's a question of being a bit patient with this sort of fishing, a bit more with tench, you know. So you've got the sound of the road here, the main road behind me. Unfortunately we can't get rid of that, but apart from that it's a nice little pond really. As I say, it's not, from my own experience, it's not easy. It certainly isn't easy. Certainly is nowhere near like Passie's pond was. And that's the difference you see in a commercial fishery like that. So I'll be absolutely over the moon if I can just get one tench or one Crucian. I'll be well pleased with that. You see me float straight out there. I'll tell you one thing though, it is not very warm. It's quite chilly actually. Signs of tench out there. See, at the moment I'm just concentrating by the lily pads. Maybe it's better if I put it out further, which I will try in a minute. Got worm on there at the moment. And time wise it's nearly 12:30. Well, it certainly is a struggle. It's 1:45 now. I haven't had nothing, no bites, apart from when I lost that roach earlier on. I haven't had nothing since. I must admit, I have had a couple of really tough sessions up here when I've fished it before. It can be like that up here, but I thought it might have been a bit better than this. I've still got plenty of time, still got low bags of time. Very, very quiet. Very quiet. Yeah. Just keep ploughing on. So I only want one That's all I'm asking for. Just one tench. Well, at last we've got the fish, and it's a perch. It's a perch. Only a small one. And a load of silk with it. We're off the mark anyway, but not with the target species. Keep still, mate. Very dark looking perch. There we go. Not the target species, but a West Town Farm perch. There we go. A West Town Farm perch. Right, in you go, mate. It's not what we're after though. It's not what we're after, but you know. Well, at least we're off the mark anyway. At least we've caught a fish. As I say, not what we're after today, but you know, if there's perch out there, if there's perch and roach and that out there, who knows, maybe there's some tench there amongst them as well. Stripping these worms off. They're stripping the worms off, the little buggers. Difficult to know what to do, you know. You're after tench. You're getting infested by the smaller fish. Still getting plagued by perch. So I will try that luncheon meat. I will try it. So the carp absolutely loved it on the up that passage pond. They really did. But you never know. You never know. It's worth trying it. You know, I've got it with me, so. Not a tench. It's another perch. Got here, you bugger. Cool, I've lost a few of you today. So not what we want, but it's better than nothing. They're very dark in here, the perch. So, the second fish of the day, second fish of the session. Another perch. Still looking for that tench. But these little buggers really like the worms. But they're not touching the corn at all. So maybe it's the corn that's the way to go. But anyway, two perch at the moment, that's the second one. Oh, it's a long way down there. You've been sitting down for a long period of time. Your blooming legs, I had cramp in my leg just now. It bloody hurts, that does. I tried the luncheon meat and nothing on that either. The only bait that I'm getting bites on is worms, and they're perch. So I might as well catch these if I'm not catching anything else. Not very big, but at least they're fish. There we are. Perch number 3. Oh. Rim, but it's definitely not a tench. It's another perch. It is. It's another perch. There we go. Well, 4th perch of the session. Probably the biggest one so far. Keep still, mate. There we are. There we are. Perch number 4, all on worm. There we go. Perch comes to Alan's net. That's the 5th perch. Yeah, a couple of anglers turned up. Yeah, perch number 5. All right. Do I know you? 5 perch. That's all. I'll come up here to see if I can catch a tench. Yeah, alright mate, okay. Well, nice to meet a couple of anglers that watch my videos. So it's very, you know, I don't see many people when I come up here, but it's nice to see 1 or 2 other anglers. See what, you know, what they catch up here and that. So I'm going to persevere anyway. Keep going. Well, it's just gone 20 past 3 now. Still just the 5 perch to show for it. Single corn now. But I still hope. I still hope. Getting a few knocks on the float on Sweetcorn here by the lily pads. Whether it's tench or not, I don't know. Well, nearly 4 o'clock now, still just the 5 perch to show for it. But we're soldiering on. We're going to stay till about 6. We'll see what another couple of hours to try and winkle one tench out. Or a Crucian. Well, a different species, a rudd, a West Young Farm Pond rudd, but still not a tench, I'm afraid. There we go, so what's that, 5 perch and a rudd. Right, okay, well at least it's a fish anyway. At least it's a fish. Starting to get a few bites out there again now. On worm. Bang on R4 now. Probably going to give it till R5, 4:45. So up to now we've had 5 perch and a rudd. Lost a roach as well. I've lost several perch this morning. All the fish coming on worms. Oh dear. Another small perch. Another small perch. Well, these have saved a blank anyway today. There you are, perch number 6, I believe that is. Really tough going. Yeah, I should definitely be out on the 16th of June. That's what I'm looking to get out actually on the first day of the new river season. Again, trying to get a tench or a bream. That's what I should be targeting. Well, it's a nice late afternoon now. Very pleasant. But as far as the fishing is concerned, there's nothing happening at all. Absolute zilch. So I'm grateful for those perch I've caught. At least it saved a blank. It's coming up to 5 o'clock now. I'm going to give it till past. And that will be my lot then. If I could see there was any signs of something happening, I would stay later. But no doubt, you know, it could well pick up around 7, half 7, but I've got a long ride back today, so it's been pleasant fishing up here, you know, so I haven't fished here for a little while now. Whenever I've had any fish or any bites, it's always been on worms. Strip the worms off again. I'm not so sure all these bites are perch. I'm not convinced that they are. Not all of them. 25 minutes left, so we've still got a chance of winking something out. Forgetting about the prawn now, because it's anything. If I've got any chance at all, it's with worms. It's nearly 5:30 now. I'm giving it till 1:45, so just over a quarter of an hour. Then that is definitely my lot. Still on the 6 perch and 1 rod. Not a lot happening at the moment at all. It's a nice, pleasant early evening here at West Farm Pond. The tench have certainly been elusive today. Well, we'll have one more chuck and then that's going to be my lot. Really doesn't seem to be anything happening. I don't even think the other anglers have had anything at all. I haven't seen them catch anything anyway. Alright, last chuck now. Unless anything happens here. Well, it's just gone 20 to 6 now. I've just about to pack up now. I'm going to call it a day. I haven't caught a tench or a Crucian today, I'm afraid, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So I've ended up with 6 perch and a rud. At least I caught something, all on worm. So I've enjoyed it up here today. You know, it's been, you know, at least it's somewhere different. It's a long old ride for me up here, so you know, it's just gone 20 to 6, and I've still got to pack up. So I'm not going to get away from here till after 6 o'clock. I don't think the other 2 lads have caught anything. I haven't seen them catch anything anyway. I will, before I go and have a quick word with them and see if they have caught something. So that's it. So I will be out again on the, fingers crossed, you know, weather permitting, on the 16th of June, which is the Sunday. Not sure where yet, on the river, and that'll be a tench and bream session, trying to catch a tench or a bream. And I will be on the second session as well, trying to get a tench or a bream. So I look forward to that. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've certainly enjoyed fishing up here today. Enjoy your own angling, definitely do that. Thank you so much for subscribing to my fishing channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.